Hello, hi, good evening. How you doing? Today is the Liberation Day. Remember? Actually, it was yesterday. But for us, it is like things unraveled at 1 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So, I'm first of all, I have to say this. I'm very, very, very proud of our markets. We not only held firm, about this, all this tariff unrolling that, but also we did not cross that 200 level. We did not go beyond it. In fact, उससे पहले हम गए थे उसके नीचे 23,165 and all. We went there on Monday or sorry, Tuesday and all that. Monday the छुट्टी था, but we did not go there. So we held resiliently. Of course, some stocks were down. IT was down much expectedly, but we had gainers today. We have buying today. We also have quickly nimble-footed shifting among stocks, among sectors by the traders, by the investors, which is I'm really proud of. I hope this continues. This doesn't go away. ऐसा ना हो कल market गिर जाए. It's 1 day left in this week, so I hope this continues, but I'm really really very proud of my market. We are just there. We are like, this proves that this momentum is solid momentum. Okay, so I'm really glad that we did not falter today. If you look at the other markets, the Asian markets were down, and of course उनके ऊपर tariffs भी ज़्यादा हैं. I'll get into that. And even the US markets were down. A recession is now being feared more. पहले था कुछ 24% were voting for a recession, then it went up to 35% as this date was nearing, this liberation day, liquidation day, actually some expert was saying. And now it is like 50% of people are voting that yes, we might get into this recession. us हमने भैया, we don't do such stupid things. So it's like the economy of US is likely to slow down. This is what the experts are saying, and even I think so. And things are going to become expensive, which is inflation will go up. And of course, because they are putting tariffs, so others will also put tariffs. Already EU has said, already Canada has given a kind of a signal, I would say. Most of the people are saying that they look into it. अभी 24 घंटे भी नहीं हुए हैं. So anyway, whatever it is, so let me start. Like we all know by now that it is 27% is the tariff which has been slapped on India, but it is much lesser देन अदर इमर्जिंग मार्केट्स. लाइक हम अपने कंपटीशन को देखते हैं, उसको देखकर ही आज का मार्केट चला है, उसी के हिसाब से आज बाइंग हुए हैं. So as compared to China, as compared to Vietnam, as compared to Cambodia, we have much lesser tariff. Okay, I'll also show you जो वो बनियों की तरह रेट कार्ड लेके ट्रम्प खड़े हो गए थे. I'll show you that rate card. You know, this was the rate card which he was showing. Uh, you know, one of them is this, and the other one is this. Okay, so these two were the rate cards which he was showing, during his. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. That he was actually showing these rate cards. So it's like, कितना किसके ऊपर tariff लगा है and all that. So China has 34%. और इसके अलावा चाइना प्लस ऑल्सो ऑलरेडी हैज व्हाट 20% पहले ही लगा दिया था. So they have 54% of tariffs. Okay, the baseline is 10% for every country, and these are the exceptions. So we have 10% का baseline सबके ऊपर है tariff, हमारे ऊपर 17% और है. So that makes it 27%. Okay, so you can see that European Union has a 39% of tariff, which is like, they've also said that we are discounting, and we are very kind, and that kind of language which Trump uses. So it's like 20% we are kind of discounting. And I'll tell you what is the formula that he has applied, because it's like जो उस कंट्री का जो ट्रेड डेफिसिट है यूएस के साथ, उसको डिवाइड बाय टू करके. Okay. This is the formula that he has applied for these tariffs. Okay, you can see India there. India has 26%. इसमें 26 दिखा रहा है उसमें, इस खाते में, रेट कार्ड में, but actually it is 27%. The annexure says that it is 27%. This because he was holding, this shows 26%. Otherwise you can see that uh, even पाकिस्तान का हमसे ज़्यादा है. एनीवे, पाकिस्तान छोड़ो. श्रीलंका has 44%. Can you see Vietnam here? Thailand has 36%. Can you see Vietnam here? No, it is not in this slide. Okay, I'll show you the other slide. Okay, that has Vietnam. Okay, so you can see that so Vietnam, okay, 46% Vietnam. So we are in direct competition. Bangladesh, yes, Bangladesh also has more than us, which is 37%. Bangladesh, Vietnam. Why I'm talking about today? Textile stocks were up because of course we have tariffs, but as compared to Vietnam, Bangladesh, जो हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं इन टेक्सटाइल्स, वी हैव लेसर tariffs. Okay, so the textile companies were up, the textile stocks were doing well today. Textile stocks like Arvind, Gokaldas, um, Raymond, these stocks were up today. लोग फटाफट कैलकुलेट करके, आपको जिसको ट्रेड करना है वो कर ही लेगा, कैलकुलेट कैलकुलेट करके फटाफट से पीपल शिफ्टेड. सो देयर वाज 6-7% अप थे आज ये स्टॉक्स. गोकुलदास का मैं चार्ट भी देख रही थी. दे मेक brands like Puma, Adidas and all that. They make that, manufacture that. And but of course जो हमारा जो एक्सपोर्टिंग का जो, we only export around 6% of their requirement of textiles. So these companies are now looking at increasing their share in terms of exports, क्योंकि वहाँ बढ़ गया है tariff. So maybe they'll buy more from us. So that's why the textile stocks were up today. Of course pharma stocks were up because currently फिलहाल अभी pharma is exempted from these tariffs. Okay, pharma के ऊपर अभी I think so this will come. This Nilesh Shah was of Kotak AMC was saying very पता नहीं कुछ तुलसीदास का कुछ उन्होंने कुछ दोहा बोला. I don't remember that दोहा of course, but he said that ये जो डिवाइड बाई टू वाला जो ट्रेड डेफिसिट को डिवाइड बाई टू वाला ये जो नया फॉर्मूला निकाला है, this is like I don't know where does this idea come from. So this is what they have. This is the formula which they have kind of applied. Okay, so now that's why so today's gainers were textiles, pharma stocks, healthcare, and of course domestic facing stocks like hotels, travel. So people were shifting. IT was down of course because जब US में recession का डर है, तो IT stocks will be down. You know, so this is the mota moti, which sector did well and all that. Okay, other from apart from that, I'll just remove this slide. Okay, so now it's a very uh, I don't know what to say, laughable situation है या नहीं है, मुश्किल है या नहीं है, but we have to now look at domestic facing stocks, and we have to also look at stocks which are kind of insulated. I've been doing a series on tariff insulated stocks. So we have to again look at such stocks. अच्छा, there are then this one more industry which बहुत सारी है industries which have kind of given their own their own viewpoint. जो एक तो shrimps वाला, जो मैं पहले भी इस बारे में बात कर चुकी हूँ. Shrimp, we are the biggest exporters of shrimps to the US. That's why Avanti feed stock was down today. I think 17% डाउन था. उसके बाद आई थिंक थोड़ा अप गया. उसके बाद वो अराउंड 10% डाउन था. So Avanti feeds was down because we are the biggest exporter of ये तो आधार हाउसिंग है. Yeah, it was 10% down today. Avanti feeds. Okay, so this type say also, okay, and I'll tell you what, electronic manufacturing companies, they are also looking at an opportunity because the market share of China, the market share of Vietnam is more, in terms of what they're exporting to the US than India. So they are looking at an opportunity here also, electronic manufacturing companies. So इसमें भी कुछ stocks हैं जिन लोगों ने actually, I'll tell you, they've given sound bites, they've spoken to the media, and they have said that, we don't look at this as a negative thing. We see a opportunity here. I'll tell you the names. One is Dixon. I know Dixon. I carefully look at because I have Dixon, uh, and where are those companies? Hmm. So it's like the EMS stocks हो गए, but of course we should not forget we have to be stock specific because अभी this is still unfolding. अभी और भी चीजें निकल निकल के आएंगी, you know, as people get into nitty gritty of it. And of course, yes, negotiations are on. ये संदीप टंडन क्वांट वाले बोल रहे थे कि मांडवली चलेगी अभी, you know, इतना कम होना चाहिए इतना, so that will happen still, but so those things will come out gradually. But abhi today, as on 3rd of April, what we have, where is that? I'm using a new camera, which is kind of uh, covering my screen. Okay, so yeah, okay. So this is on textile that I've already spoken. Textile तो मैं पहले से ही बोल चुकी. Gems and jewelry sector will be uh, very much impacted. बड़ा इम्पैक्ट उस पर पड़ेगा. Yeah, so this is Indian Cellular and Electronics Association. Now this is, they are sounding pretty confident that, we will, because now China and Vietnam, China has 54% of combined tariffs, which is the basic tariff plus the ad valorem. Then 79% is with Vietnam. Okay, now this is, the companies are Apple, Dixon, Motorola, Xiaomi, Lava, Foxconn, Flex, and Dixon. And also they have kind of spoken to the media and they've said that, we are taking it as an opportunity, and we hope that, actually Dixon को तो एक नया अभी एक ऑर्डर साइन किया था 1700-1800 करोड़ का, that was for manufacturing of Motorola handsets. And Motorola का, I'll just confirm, और Motorola का तो like it's not only in India, it's sold everywhere across the world. The company expects of 4,500 to 5,000 crore in revenue from exports to the US this fiscal. ये तो पहले से मतलब देखिए अभी हुआ था. This was the order book from Motorola. So this was, and they were expecting a growth rate of 35% as compared to last year. So they are saying that, we are better placed than China and Vietnam because उनके tariffs ज़्यादा हैं. So because of that, Dixon is pretty optimistic about, not optimistic, of course, when tariffs hit you and all that, you're charged more. आपका थोड़ा कम ही होगा. Actually, global GDP is likely to slow down by 1% because of this tariff thing. पता नहीं कैसे कौन इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर है. I don't know. So it's all politics actually. We know what is the right thing to do. Not we, politicians. Probably they know because bureaucrats tell them. Still, they don't do for the vote bank politics. Agricultural reforms is one such example in our country. Okay. Anyway, that discussion for some other day. Okay, so now 1% GDP will slow down. Global GDP will slow down. अच्छा, despite of all these tariffs and all that thing, अपना जो अपना GDP जो है, which was around 6.5% was the rate, that is likely to remain there. That will not be impacted. As I said yesterday on Tuesday when I did a live, that this is a small part of our uh, GDP. पर अभी उस समय तो क्या 11% के हिसाब से we were कैलकुलेटिंग 11% टैरिफ लगेगा, पर 10% बेस है, उसके ऊपर 17% और है। तो आई थिंक अभी इट इज़ अराउंड, उस टाइम पे तो ये 0.1%, 0.2% ऐसे कुछ था, 4 to 5%, ऐसे $4 to 5 billion. अभी that has to be calculated. So we can expect थोड़ा घाटा तो होगा, but yes, definitely. See, we have consumption push, we have tax push, we have uh, inflation is down in our country. Then we have this Q4, ऑफ कोर्स अभी सबसे बड़ा 9 से शुरू हो जाएंगे, आज दो तो आ भी गए, सीएसबी बैंक और एक और सीएसबी बैंक का अच्छा था आज क्वार्टर, और मैरिको वगैरह का भी आना शुरू हो गया अभी Q4। उसके ऊपर वी आर मोर डिपेंडेंट on how we do, how our market does, in the coming years, coming year. ओके, सो ये सब पहले से हमारे पास पूछते, एक अनसर्टनिटी था ये टैरिफ वाला। नाउ दिस पिक्चर इज आल्सो क्लियर। सो नाउ द मार्केट, I think, kind of stabilized, I will say that, consolidated today, that this suspense is over. So now what can we do? This is the best thing about Indians. अभी ये हो गया, अभी क्या करना है फिर? अभी ये है, so now people are looking for uh, you know safer areas to invest in. Okay, pharma, pharma was doing well today, uh, because they are currently exempt. The pharma index soared about 3%. uh, Sun Pharma, Ipca, Cipla, they all were up today. Actually, some of them even have their manufacturing units in the US itself. So उनका भी उनको फायदा होगा. So they were up. I'll look at it. It was uh, and just yeah, the pharma index was closed 2% up, and Ipca, Sun Pharma, Lupin 5% up or close way. And uh, see, they are clever. See, everyone was talking about if they put a tariff on the pharma and all that, so उनके यहाँ दवाइयाँ महंगी हो जाएंगी ना, तो probably they heard it, and probably they're analyzing that. That's why अभी pharma के ऊपर नहीं आया है tariff, but experts believe that that can unfold later on. Okay, because US, they are very dependent on generic formulations and generic drugs, and we supply a lot of medicines, these generics, to the US. So probably uh, they अभी नहीं डिस्क्लोज किया है कितना टैरिफ होगा या होगा भी या नहीं होगा, आई डोंट नो। Zydus and Dr. Reddy were down today because they have very high exposure to the US। अच्छा, ऐसे में जो CDMO स्टॉक्स थे जो पहले से ही काफ़ी फेवर में थे, दे आर favored more than the other, you know, than the other stocks. Okay, so this is about the pharma, टेक्सटाइल हो गया, फार्मा हो गया। नाउ इनवर्ड लुकिंग, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी हो गया। ओके, सो इनवर्ड लुकिंग स्टॉक्स लाइक Varun Beverages, hotel stocks, uh, travel tourism, Indian hotels and all that, ये सब इंडिगो वगैरह। देन और कौन सा, अच्छा आज बिग रिटेल करके है, वो स्टॉक, दैट स्टॉक वाज डूइंग वेरी वेल। रिटेल स्टॉक्स वर नाउ, प्लीज क्लोथ स्टॉक्स, these are doing very well, textile oriented, these stocks were doing really well today। अच्छा, ब्रांड क्या था वो, बिग रिटेल, बाजार स्टाइल रिटेल, सॉरी, they have kind of reported a good quarter also. Their revenue is up 55% year on year. They've added 15 new stores in Q4। 328 में था जब मैंने लास्ट देखा, ये 15 to 16% guidance they have kind of given for you know the next year। So this stock was doing really well today. That's why I made a special mention of it. Yes, if you're asking me the support and all for Nifty, so 22, ये तो मैंने बोला ही नहीं है, 22,700 say 20 to 900. We have to see how the market reacts tomorrow, as how it reacts overnight, and of course there are other factors also. So 22 700 to 22 900 can be a support. Otherwise, yes, if we cross 23 400, then we have a momentum, and if we cross 23 870, we are, we are going, we are in a bull run, we can say that. So let's watch out for these levels, 22 700 या say 22 900 के बीच में, because I can't say there's so much of uncertainty, so many analysis is still being done, so we have to watch out for that. And upper limit is resistance is 23 400 निकलना चाहिए, and उसके बाद 23 870 to be specific. We have that figure. Okay, so now today I'll talk about this. अभी कुछ बचा क्या इसमें? Wait, और कुछ बचा डिस्कस करने के लिए? No, I think. Okay, so I've told you what is the formula which they brilliantly applied. The trade deficit, the trade balance divided by two, which even Nilesha was talking, and also how we how is this little advantageous to us. As in fact, we can increase our market share, we can increase our trade with the US. He's also, he quoted Modi also. He said Modi is a good friend of mine, but we've been tariffed. वो अपने आप को बेचारा victim. He was trying to play Trump. He was trying to play a victim that we've been tariffed too much and XYZ and all that. Okay, so this is what is this. Okay, now quickly I'll run through जल्दी से सेक्टर्स और क्या इम्पैक्ट है, नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव. ओके, उसके बाद we'll talk about a couple of stocks. We'll look into their um balance sheets and all that, and also yes, what else? I think I've spoken all this. Okay, मैं ऐसे ही बोल रही, पढ़ा ही नहीं मैंने क्या क्या था इसमें. ओके, रुपी आज थोड़ा मार्केट बंद होते होते थोड़ा अप हो गया था, अदरवाइज इट वाज डाउन, अ लिटिल बिट डाउन, एंड ऑफ कोर्स डॉलर इज डाउन. वी हैव टू सी आज डाउ का क्या हाल होता है. आई एम लुकिंग एट दैट. ओके, सो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इम्पैक्ट इज मॉडरेट. Some categories have exemptions. This could also be positive as China faces. As I already said, we can gain market share. Gems and jewelry, the impact is negative. Okay, because our overall exports are 31.1%. The other one is, I think, China. They have more, around 60-70%. Then pharmaceuticals के लिए positive है, definitely machinery and chemical के लिए negative है. Mineral fuels के लिए positive, then iron and steel products के लिए moderate uniform tariffs. Uh, then textiles के लिए positive news है. Then vehicle parts, auto ancillaries were down today, negative. Apparel clothing positive. Organic chemical positive. Some exemptions have been granted. Fish and other marine negative, as I already said. All the shrimp stocks were down. Plastics के लिए negative. Miscellaneous products के लिए moderate. Some exemptions have been granted. Uh, See, our trade with the US is not so much, which जो हमारे competitors हैं उनके मुकाबले. So we might gain market share because our tariffs will be less. Because otherwise, it will become expensive for them. वहाँ के जो civilians हैं उनके लिए खरीदारी करना. ओके, वे वो भी या carpets and textiles moderate. Then furniture के लिए negative impact है. Stone, cement, plaster neutral. Rubber and article negative. Medical instruments negative. Aluminum articles negative impact. ओके, सो इसमें पॉजिटिव मैं आपको पहले ही बता चुकी हूँ. फार्मास्यूटिकल्स, मिनरल फ्यूल्स, टेक्सटाइल्स, apparel and clothing. I already said these stocks were up also today, and organic chemicals. So these are the stocks which have These are the industries which have positive impact of these tariffs, because we can gain market share there because our competitors are tariffed more. Okay, so today I'll talk about this Aadhaar Housing Finance stock, which is uh, which closed up today. And I think I've spoken about one more housing finance stock the other day. uh, but I like this stock because it has good financials, and it has, I think it's like नया वो भी आया था, टारगेट भी था. Okay, I'll just quickly go through it, or should I go through Gokal Das? I'll only go through one stock because it is already 4:37. चलो आज गोकल दास देखते हैं. Aadhaar Housing Finance, I think I have done. The other one was Awas. Awas I have not done, so it must be Aadhaar. दो तीन live पहले मैंने किया हुआ है. अच्छा, now I'll do only lives on Tuesday and Thursday, only 2 days in a week. And please subscribe to the channel, share, and of course, description box में अपना कुछ feedback छोड़िए. How is the live? What all content you want? And if there is some question or something, अच्छा, I always share my see, my contact details I'll share if you have some story or something to share. So this is my phone number, okay, and you can message me also. And my email ID is एक मैंने पहले एक ईमेल आईडी शेयर किया था, बट बिकॉज मैंने बहुत दिनों से उसको खोला नहीं था, सो इट काइंड ऑफ आई लॉस्ट इट. या so now this is with me. Okay, so you can mail me here. uh, if you want, you can ask some question or something, or any observation or something, you can mail me. Okay, so this is my email ID. You can mail me here. If you want to say anything about the video, give me some idea, or you want me to talk about something specific, you can let me know. Okay. Okay, so coming back to Gokal Das Export, so this stock was up and it is likely to further go up. Why? Because it has a potential. That's why I'm talking about it. आज ही अब था, टेक्सटाइल से जुड़ा स्टॉक है, and actually this stock has been doing well. I'll just quickly look at the chart. Exactly a year back it was 778, और अभी है ये 892 पे. बीच में it went up और 1249 के पास गया था. That was touched that high around 16 December. And as I said, they are into textiles and all. और अभी अपना इस सेक्टर में लगता है, because Vietnam, Bangladesh also has very high tariffs. Bangladesh, Vietnam, they were beating us in this textile thing. So this is a stock you should watch out for. It's 895. It closed today 6.66% up. Market cap of the company 6,395. Stock P is 42.7. I have a little cold, इसलिए मैं बार बार मेरा खुजली हो रहा है नाक में. So I'm sorry for that. I have a little cold. Not little actually, काफी है. ROC is 10.8%. Then EPS is 21 rupees. There was one stock. किसके EPS का हम लोग बात कर रहे थे? It has a very good EPS. Varun Beverages समर स्टॉक है, उसका नया टारगेट भी है 650. एनीवे, कहाँ थी मैं? हाँ, ROE is 10.3 एंड इंडस्ट्री P is 31 और इसका P is 42.7. Okay. This is into the manufacturing and design, manufacture and sale of wide range of garments for men, women, children, needs of several international fashion brands and retailers. 1979 में ये कंपनी बनी थी and all that. It has a broad range of apparel products including footwear, outerwear, activewear, fashion wear, all weather. Uh, they have 83% of their market is outside, 17% is only domestic. So initially tariff announce होने से पहले people were selling the stock because tariff लगेंगे, which is correct. And domestic market is only 17%, and इसका ज़्यादा क्लाइंटेल बाहर है 83%. अभी आज ये स्टॉक अप है, ऐसे बदलता है वक्त, बिकॉज बाकियों के ऊपर ज़्यादा टैरिफ है, दे हैव मोर टैरिफ. Okay, it has a strong global footprint with operations in India, Kenya, Ethiopia, and market functions in UAE and USA. Clients across Europe, USA, and other prominent markets. Okay, um, as I already I think said that it makes brands like Puma, Adidas. Uh, let's see, कहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है? नहीं, यहाँ पे मेंशन नहीं है. ओके, अच्छे अच्छे ब्रांड्स बनाता है ये, एंड इट हैज़ अ वेरी इंटीग्रेटेड वैल्यू चेन. अच्छा, देयर इज वन मोर effect